run down a lane and get something out of it. It looks tough, but that's their recipe to maybe success.
That's their window for forcing out potentially a third game. Let's see if they can do it before we head into game number 2, though. First, some words from Coach Achilles.
Thank you very much, Shiva. Yes, indeed. So, game 1 was a little bit rough. What have you changed for game number 2?
Prepare for battle!
Hello.
Absolutely. I mean, Falcon's very good opponents indeed. So, when you prepared for today, did you prepare for both series equally, or were you most focused on one series over the other?
Когда вы к сегодняшнему дню готовились, вы готовились ко всей серии серьезно, ну, ко всей серии или готовились к какой-то определенной игре?
Готовились и сразу к Ро и к Team Falcon, то есть мы сразу готовы играть сегодня целый день.
So they were prepared to play against Team Falcon and Team Zero, so they were ready to play the whole day.
All right, very well prepared for this one. Let's see how it goes with Odie and Fogged. Thank you.
Yes, let's find out indeed if 1W have what it takes to be able to try and push this series to a game 3 and hold on here in the lower bracket against Falcons. Game 1 was pretty rough for them.
It was.
This game 2, looking at what we've got on the drafts, is there anything that could give them a bit of a better hope this time around, Fogged?
I think their draft overall looks easier to play, that's for sure. I mean, Pugna is definitely a risky hero, and this one it's a lot easier to make aggressive moves. They try to go for this early first blood onto Amar, won't be able to get it. Falcons will get the 3 bounties, but overall, yeah, I'd say their draft just looks more cohesive this time around. You know, the Pugna Clockwork for me were a bit weird. That being said, though, they still have this first pick Monkey King that now is put into a pretty tough matchup, and he is, as Miro was saying, this is the hero that has to be the gap close versus that sniper. So let's see what Shira Jr. looks to do with his build and with his play overall, because I've seen a lot of different item builds lately on these Monkey Kings. It's about like getting these shards potentially earlier, which could be a cool option to be that extra gap close on Malrine, but yeah, we'll have to see how the lane in particular. So,
I think it's probably the Monkey King bug again.
Again, that thing.
Yeah, Amar, he's indeed, it's just the Monkey King. I don't actually know what it is. I guess it only happens in lobbies. Or sometimes
I haven't had that happen to me.
I think sometimes when you load in and you can't click him.
Okay, that was an old one. I must have come back.
I think that's maybe what still the issue sometimes here at the start when they load in.
All right.
But definitely something Monkey King related, as Amar is able to confirm for us.
But yeah, overall, I would say that their draft, overall, it looks more comfortable for me. They have multiple forms of disables. They have a BKB piercing from the 5 position as well on top of with the Beastmaster. So for me, the draft looks better from 1W by a lot compared to the last one. But Falcons, they've got a bit of a interesting kind of approach with their gyrocopter, because the team that played gyro at this tournament, it was 1W versus that Enigma, if you remember. Of course, there was some lane switching, but he wasn't amplified much. He had an IO to boost him. This gyrocopter has drinking buddies, solar flare especially, and of course there's Helix Solar Crest. But the drinking buddies and solar flare, the damage that's going to give, and the speed that you can chunk out your flak from the solar flare, sounds like a fun combo, to be honest. So,
and Skeeter, on the previous patch, isn't just a history of his performances as a carry. He's always been one of the solid gyro players.
Oh, that's cool. Look at Snight using the drinking buddies on the creep just to be able to push forward and get that. That sometimes is the disadvantage of drinking buddies when you're a solo Tusk. You want your tag team, but he had a creep there for him, so that was actually kind of cool. Snay's been very good at this Tusk. Looks like he is going to be providing some very nice laning, in particular for the gyro. So 2 lanes that do look like they're going to be pretty successful overall for the side of Falcons. I'm just wondering how Chira is going to be able to do versus that sniper match.
And how easy does it look for Munkushi to get to play his game on the Luna? Because this hero, of course, it's been seeing a lot of wins in this tournament.
It's just the Falcons' playstyle of collapsing with Skeeter, I think, is something that can be complicated for some of these like sit back and farm safe laners. But overall, I mean, they have one of the best safe lanes in the game right now, right? They have Tree, they have Luna, so overall, that lane should, in theory, do well.
Yeah, I think one of the stats actually before the game of the series, it was what, about 83% win rate, I think, with that duo.
Well, Luna has like an 80% win rate on her own,
flat
right?
out, yeah. But it's that little bit higher when there's a Trin in the game with it.
For sure.
It's that good right now.
Perfect.
But yeah, bottom, we're already seeing difficulties, especially for the Beast, just because of this drinking buddies, and they can just kill if there's any creeps or anything, so he can't actually play his lane too well.
And so far, CS on this top lane. 10 lost hits from Mar, 12 and 2 from Munkushi, so having that slight edge. But as to be expected for, indeed, I believe as the stats say, probably one of, if not the strongest safe lane duo in this tournament right now that we're seeing.
Absolutely.
On that mid lane, 17 for 3 against the 13 for 2. I mean, it's obviously a little bit of a lead here for the sniper, but things considered, would you say this is pretty good stuff from Chira Jr. that he's not getting that far behind on the early levels?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I just think that he's going to get bullied out of lane really soon. You can't play around Jingu. There is no way to get Jingu stacks ever, so your sustain war versus a sniper, you just lose the sustain. So the longer you sit in the lane, unless you get like a rotation, it becomes hard. I imagine Malreen's just going to play as bullying as possible. He just pops the glyph for the boundless there. So yeah, he's going to really look to push this issue now at the level 4. Chira has to be careful. Could just go down.
So much damage here, these shrapnels with that facet, and indeed he completely underestimated that. Just the speed that the damage comes out once the levels are there on shrapnel, and with this crazy facet on sniper, you're just dead.
And oh gosh, we're gonna have to see what he does to recover, because now it's like going back to the mid lane is scary. So the 3 lanes already looking good. Top, of course, the Luna's doing well, but these other 2 lanes, this sniper lane is devastating. They're gonna have some big time sniper issues this game. Does he already have treads coming? He already has the treads coming.
Mine, I say.
Treads with the Wraith Band and extra stats.
And with this sort of start that Malreen's had, it feels like that lane is not really somewhere you can bring a +1 in to try and dive in. Because if it goes even a little bit wrong, you could very easily feed away a double kill to this sniper.
I feel like Chira might have to just kind of like start roaming or something. This looks really sad because Malreen's just sitting on his hill. He's denying almost every single one of these creeps now. I don't know. Do you move Sweden? I feel like you got to do something because bottom's going pretty poorly as well.
But I think, as I say, even if you can bring Sweden over to the mid, I don't know if you're killing Malreen. I think he's killing you.
That's fair. I don't know. This just it just looks sad for me. I'm just watching Chira. He's level 4. Sniper's getting every single one of the last hits. And Beast, it's not like I don't know how much the Hoodwink's helping for Cloud down here. So I mean, he's helping, but I don't know. We'll have to say. Well, I'm just watching Chira. Let's see where he goes. I think you got to roam. And it looks like he's going to do that.
That's the only option.
It feels like it.
But against a Mirana, not really something you're going to get. Maybe they could try for a Mar. Put the Boundless, the Lucent Beam. 3 of them chasing him down.
26.
The stick charges.
Malreen's here.
He's got backup coming in, and Mar's able to walk away as he holds Chira Jr. back with the X mark. Malreen turning up with the TPs, clean up a double. Assassinate's coming in the area there. Into the Assassinate, triple kill for Malreen.
Oh, man. Well, we had hopes for game 3, but Falcons is not really making it look like it's likely. 3,000 or more gold lead already. Malreen makes it look easy. He's like, oh, okay, he's roaming top. I'll just TP slowly.
What do you do? If you're this Monkey King, if you're Chira Jr., you've had this terrible time mid, you've tried to make a rotation happen, it's just gone horribly wrong.
It's so sad at 6 minutes that it's a 4,000 gold lead. Malreen, Haste Rune, and he's got backup as well, Chira.
I mean, Malreen knew that Chira was going to jump for the wave there, gets the shrapnel in preparation. He's dead again.
Axes, please!
He'll get a trade.
At least he gets snaking. There you go. But this sniper, my goodness.
It's devastating. It truly is. I mean, this was such a good type of little pivot there from Falcons to be able to have this matchup. They knew this monkey's going mid, and Chira is bottom 4 net worth already at this point. Great play from Amar, baiting them, of course, with the 21 when that whole play happens top, but...
Dire's middle tower is under attack!
Recovery outlet time already. It's kind of sad. You have to kind of play around getting stacks, but Crit with a haste, gonna steal the rune.
Dire's he wants that wisdom. Is not what it used to be.
They can't allow
that. I mean, see if Sweden strong can mess with him. Crit, if he can get a little arrow in, might give him the time to pick it up, and indeed the arrow's out. Crit's able to get the pickup.
He's under attack.
May die for this.
He's got the leap.
That's true. In fact, a couple of leaps and a TP. Is he going to get out as well? He is. Gets the wisdom rune. Gets out of there.
Dire's middle tower is not what it used to be.
Continuing to look up and up and up here for Falcons in this game too.
Level 5 Monkey King at level 8 Sniper. I mean, Malreen has played it to perfection in the lane, and with that one little rotation, I mean, it's 7 minutes. but a pretty commanding lead that they've got already. And so far, Skeeter, he's been able to get the free farm. And just, I mean, they shut down everybody. Luna is farming okay, but it's not like the Luna dominated the lane by any means.
No. Amar was still able to find quite a bit out of that top lane. I mean, as you can see on the numbers, just as much as the Luna did. So Amar doing perfectly fine against what, as I say on the stats, has been the strongest duo in this tournament. The Treant and the Luna didn't bother Amar one bit.
And getting to Maureen at this point, very difficult. He's just taking out pretty much the entire mid tower. Javelin's done. This could be one of the quicker Maelstroms, at least you see on a mid sniper.
I think it has to be. We should be able to get the art. Once he's got the Maelstrom, we'll be able to check the art and timing on that.
Unless they can somehow kill him, but I don't know how they kill and rotate onto him without, like, it's like Munkushi has to do something, but you can't pull your Luna out of this situation. Luna has to just jungle. Feels like Monkey King has to jungle, and Beastmaster's also one of those that kind of has to jungle too, so it's kind of sad.
Are you going to do something
just trying to
about
see
that?
what they can actually do to fix this bit of an early game that's just absolutely devastating because of the mid lane. Level 6 on the Kunkka too. So yeah, kill threat in all lanes on the side of Falcons if anybody shows, because they've got just such high levels and such high gold already from stealing the wisdoms and dominating those lanes. 6,000.
Puny Radiant.
And they go down for Cloud.
They glyph it.
They've got the snowball, they've got the cooldown, they've got the everything.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Artillery
attack.
from above.
Into retirement, will they?
They're bringing in the big guns here, Falcons.
Dire's bottom tower is
And even
taking
Crit able to play
many
confident
wounds.
at the tier 2 mid because of how far
Dire's
behind
structures are
1W is.
fortified.
He can even do stuff like this to just force
fortified.
reactions and
Dire's
movements and
bottom
get reads of the
tower
map.
is under attack. Imagine.
They can play so free. So for a 1W, I mean, at this point right now, you have to get your levels
Dire's
somehow,
bottom
but everybody
tower
is
is
pretty
under
under-leveled.
attack.
Even the Beastmaster,
Dire's
not quite 6.
bottom
Last game, at
tower
least, he had a
has fallen.
kind of
Axe
okay start.
wishes it
This one is
was
just,
you
nobody has a
instead.
game.
That's a tough one.
A tough one.
I guess the good news for 1W was that at least game 1 wasn't as one-sided as this one. That's not
Yeah.
great news.
It's
but
not.
It's not
Much
good.
I guess that they were more comfortable with the Pugna and stuff, but I mean, the
Dire's
devastation
top
really is
tower
just this
is
mid,
under attack.
more so than anything. Yes, the other lanes, of course, were problematic, but they have no mid laner. There's one rotation they tried. Actually got Maui to triple kill, so.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We go unseen.
Lingering around top. Munkushi.
Dire's
Got
top
the eclipse.
tower
He
is
might have
under
a chance to take
attack.
down Amar. Drinking Buddies pulls him out to the side though. Snaking trying to save him. Drops down the
Snowball.
shards, but the bushwhack is there. They'll be able to drag back Amar. They get the kill, but Maureen's turned up and Falcons, they're ready to get some kills in return. Chira Jr. assassinates coming in. Bam!
Unstoppable.
That's the Monkey King gone.
At least they'll get Amar. They're gonna be smiling about that one.
And Snaking.
He wants more.
Indeed, maybe seeing if he can get a further catch. He's got the shards up in a
Dire's
second.
top tower is under attack.
Munkushi, gotta be careful he sticks around here. Okay, he'll back away.
The red
But they have
mist
to commit a
spreads
lot
at
to be able to
Radiant's
bring down the
middle
Kunkka, and they're
tower.
still gonna lose their tower out of it.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
We'll be able to finish up that Mask of Madness, and at the least with that too, Cloud gets like a little bit of breathing room to be like, okay, at least I see Falcons playing topside, and they're not stealing my Ancients. So he's able to, small little gains, of course, silver linings with how horrendous this early game has gone for them.
I'll see what Falcons want to take next.
World is their oyster.
Tier 1's all gone. Blade Mail for Amar, so next time round, if they do go on him in a similar fashion, it's highly likely that, I mean, especially with the difference and just how far behind they are, they'll kill themselves pretty quickly on the Blade Mail damage. They're going to have to be careful about how they try and tackle this Kunkka.
I actually feel like they don't really have damage without Eclipse. I think that's by far their only way to really kill people at this point, and if they don't get the full burst onto him like pre-Braum or pre-Boat, he probably just lives, or gets snowball saved since Snake is pretty much always there to get those type of saves. And yeah, there's that Maelstrom. So Treads Maelstrom with 2 wands and a bunch of stat items. I mean, maybe not the absolute fastest, but
Yeah, might
faster.
indeed, might not be the fastest Maelstrom, because we've definitely seen some rushed. But indeed, if you take into account his full inventory, definitely one of the higher GPMs we've had on a sniper at 12 minutes in.
And they're looking to make a move on Amar, but he's so tanky, and it's on Munkushi instead.
It's the boat connection.
All right, off the mark.
And Munkushi should have the chance to run from this.
Wicked
Off to the side,
sick.
Respect's going to get shot down very quickly by Malorine.
Amar is still chasing.
Munkushi should be fine. He has enough backup to get underneath the safety of the tier 2 tower, so we'll be able to continue farming.
Got it.
Falcons bring in the entire squad. Crit now at this point has surpassed the mid laner, poor Chira Jr. Just trying to get the farm up with the Primal Springs, but yeah, he's starting to get surpassed by these supports as well. Just can't make any type of move successful.
Your admiral is on board.
Feels like if he jumps in, he's just going to die or potentially set up for a disastrous move. They just have to try to get farm on this Munkushi, on this Luna. But Falcons not really giving them much breathing room. 4 heroes playing inside the enemy jungle.
Yeah, even if they do catch eyes on Amar here, very hard to do anything about him.
They have a ward on Malrine right now.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Snake's just going aggressive, but they've got the stun.
They do. They have the control on the Malrine. They're going to be able to burst through. That's a big kill for Munkushi to find.
Huge.
They're going to be able to take down Snakey as well by the looks of it. Snakey also caught out a double kill going to Munkushi on the carry.
The most important one that can get these kills. That ward that they place on the high ground, it saw them split up.
Quite a bit of something there.
I mean, he needs. Give him every single kill at this point. Like it is essentially. It's pretty much a full 4 protect 1 at this point. So, all about Munkushi.
Well, they want the 14-minute Wisdom Rune, Falcons, and they're going to get it. They may just get some kills out of it as well. Amar very quick there. As you know, was it Skeeter, I believe, who cut the tree? One of them cut the tree.
But Sweden survives.
Okay. Yep. Combo not going to fully connect, and with the TPs coming in, they'll start to back off.
How the hell did he live? Did he get was it a healing Lotus or something that pumped him up? Because he looked like he was dying to the burst. Either a big stick or a Lotus as well. I didn't actually quite see, but does survive. But doesn't get their wisdom.
One W. 1,000 gold away from Cloud having his Aghanims.
A little bit of something at the least.
Slowing it down a bit. You know, sure, the 7K lead is still pretty huge.
It's massive.
The Falcons have, but they did have that a few minutes ago. It hasn't gotten any bigger.
It is also the experience, though, right? Because they've gotten these wisdom runes, too. So besides having that massive gold lead, they also have a pretty significant XP leads. Over 6 levels in advantage with that. And Crit is literally a core. He's 10, wow.
Dire's middle tower.
We've certainly seen how ridiculous some of these support Maranas get when they get a bit of farm under them.
Absolutely. Just physical burst that you can do, even extra catch, because he almost has an Atos, so...
Oh, Snakey. He's on the hunt for Munkushi. Be able to get the shard trap on him.
Falcon's just playing super aggressive. Look, everybody's just kind of making their own moves, doing whatever it feels like they want to do, because 1W's options of making moves is just kind of non-existent. They need to have like a 5-man with an Eclipse in order to make those moves, it feels like, still at this point, when they have this big deficit. The Falcons just, moving around the map however they please. Chira does have a Maelstrom, so at least does have one of those damage items, but very fragile.
Dire's courier has been slain.
Now even starting to deny a bit of these ancients away, so more gold being lost.
For certain.
The 1W can't quite contest right now. But that Aghanims for the Beastmaster, it is about to be finished, so could be a time for them maybe to group up and look for one of these kind of 5-man fights, but still could be problematic because you're playing into this boat and this, of course, 9,000 gold lead.
Yeah, I mean, we did see some good fights around the Aghs timing last game. Cloud was able to pick that up.
It was Falcons that ran into him a bit in that last one. They gave him a couple kills, but
they are also kind of running into them this game. You know, we've already seen what they'll play up top where Snaking and Marine get caught off guard. If anything, though, with that already happening, unlikely, I feel, for those two to make that mistake again. Marine now having a full Gleipnir, so that extra bit of control to hold them back if they do start to head his way in the team fight.
I think for me, the difference in this game is that the lead is massive, don't get me wrong, but this one, it's like, it's not, Skeeter's not playing this Weaver hero that can just dive past and get these kills, but he is playing this hero that can super farm and super carry, right? Weaver can too, but Weaver more kind of dives past and is always limiting you from getting even more farm. So we are seeing them getting a little bit here on the Luna.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They'll sell for Crip.
The boat's coming out.
They've got the bushwhack. Have they got the burst? They have, and he's able to get the leap off. Get away from this attempt from 1W. Boundless Strike comes in onto Crit. Chira Jr. trying to finish up the job. I mean, looks like even he can't do that as well as Crit's still able to step away. 1W just not having the damage to take him down, and now the backup comes in from Falcon. Skeeter's in with the flag cannon. The Wukong's command gets dropped down. Finally, they'll kill Crit. And in fact, with a double from Marine in return, they'll get killed. But overall, it's 1W getting the 3 of them and only losing the 2.
Can they get away here?
There's a Gleipnir back up from Mallory. He's got the opening. Let's see if they have the control here. Mark. X-Mark up in a second. Can't quite get in range or vision of Cloud.
Their 5-man is still quite strong.
And they get to walk away from that. They kill off 3 heroes. They only lose 2 themselves. And they get the big one. You know, Skeeter goes down.
Yep. Very good overgrowth. Prevents the extra attacks from Skeeter. And then Munkushi's actually able to close the gap with that Eclipse. So that is their strength with this lineup. Yeah. It is fighting around just as a 5-man.
That's huge stuff. I mean, that looked very close as well to Skeeter being able to get into prime position to destroy them all with a flak. And 1W able to deal with it.
Yep, beautiful overgrowth.
Closing that lead just a little bit. It's starting to fall a little bit. Not by much, still around that 7K. But again, they're holding on and making sure, as you can see, that things are starting to flatline a bit.
Just a little bit. If they can get this type of, I mean, if they can do their ulti synergy in a really good manner, then you can definitely see possibilities. If they can keep Munkushi alive as long as possible, he now has pretty much the same net worth as those other cores, so. Have to time this overgrowth pretty much with the flat cannon.
They're going to go straight for Amar. They remember the burst. Drinking buddies from Snake. He pushes him out to the side. He's going to get a turn straight away. The burst. Chura Jr. down. Lemon Chura Jr. is still alive. He'll get the Jingu Mastery up. Can he survive with his life steal? He's still alive finally. The arrow gets him. But again, Falcons, they lost 2 heroes for that.
1W. Making these moves happen.
They really are.
He has sacrificed himself at least there a bit, but he survived so long.
He really did. He nearly survived completely. I mean, it's lucky for Falcons that Crit had that arrow coming in and finish off the job. I mean, respect. He's going to get spotted. Can he set anything up here for Munkushi? He can't. Get shredded too quickly there by Crit and Skeeter.
Did they have I guess they have a sentry on the south side. He didn't expect that one just below, so. Only about 20 seconds left on it, but it does end up getting the catch there. Now Cloud shows himself bottom.
Shambles there with the setup. Marin's got a lot of damage for this. Crit's in as well. I don't know if there's any way he can dance out of this. Okay, the Hawk did block the arrow. Doesn't matter. They still get the kill. Falcon's able to take down Cloud.
As soon as they start splitting up, I mean, it's difficult to always be like a 5-man unit. You know, you never really want to do that either, but 1W has to be cautious when they do split up. When they're 5, they're strong. When they're not, they're quite weak.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That 7K deficit still continuing to show. As Roche, probably on the menu, I'd say here for Falcons, switching down toward bottom.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Amar.
Bang on.
See if he can catch Sweden Strong. TP's at the ready if Sweden Strong wants to.
Time to move.
You can go for a TP, and with the Torrent already used, there's no further chance for Amar to go hunting into the trees, so Sweden Strong escapes, but space is there. Roshan is claimed. Aegis into the hands of Skeeter.
And Skeeter now does have the full Aghanims. So before that last fight, he just kind of had components and everything. Now he's got it finished up. So damage has accelerated massively for him too, on top of Solar Flare and all these drinking buddies and stuff too.
Here comes the push.
Yep.
Falcon's feeling strong with the Aegis.
And it still is really, it's mostly just this Luna who is farmed. As a 5-man, as you said, 1W, they can maybe take some of these fights. It's still complicated, but...
This is that rough time as well, you know, 21 minutes, the Wisdom Rune's going to spawn, they should be able to grab that, and if they want to with this tier 2 taken, could consider going for the Tormentor. See how strong that they feel that they are, how safe they want to play. Looks like they're going to start pulling back. Same time, 1W able to move over to Falcon's side of the map, claim their Wisdom.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
I'm going to be clicking on Skeeter quite a lot just to see the overwhelming damage now at this point. Because looking with Drinking Buddies, it's 270. With the full Solar Flare, it's going to be doing well over 300 damage. That's flacking out as well. And it comes fast because of the Solar Flare attack speed too.
So I guess we're all pretty much on
the overgrowth to
the overgrowth or the raw. You know, something's got to be thrown down onto this gyro. If Skeeter's able to hit in the team fights, there's going to be a lot of pain and suffering for 1W.
Yeah, everybody will be shredded. So they have to. I mean, how far are they from Blink? I mean, very far still for Respect, but he can sneak in invisible to try to get some of these stops for it. But
Sweden's strong. This time they'll find him. Another kill for Mallory. 10-1 and 2 on the sniper. Over towards the top. 1W may have lost their Tormentor to Falcons, but in return, 1W will be able to take Falcons Tormentor away from them.
That's pretty nice. At least get something out of the map, because you can't actually go back toward your side at the moment here. And how's Munkushi's farm for the BKB looking? He's got it done.
It's good, yeah. His farm, you can see stand level really with the cores of Falcons. And we have seen Luna do some spectacular stuff in this patch. This hero is very, very strong.
Absolutely. He just doesn't have the buffs that Skeeter has. Skeeter just has overwhelming amount of buffs. He's just going to have like a solar crest and maybe, I guess, like some of that attack speed. But the beast. But yeah, we'll see. Mankushi, level 16. The 20 talent is really once that Luna starts powering up the most.
2.5 minutes left to play with the Aegis on Skeeter. I think the Falcons will at the least look for the tier 2 top, try and clean out the last remaining outer tower that 1W have standing. Hurricane Pipe for Skeeter as well, so it's going to be even easier for him to get into position in these fights to get the damage done with the flat cannon. As you say, it's going to be heavy pressure on 1W to find some sort of way to lock down this gyro.
It's Cloud or Respect, right? It's got to be one of these two. You either have to roar him or root him, isolate him somehow. Do not let him get these flak hits off.
Absolutely.
But he's not the only one who's doing damage either. You have to remember, Malrine is a very big
It's true.
as well.
It's true. Oh, Amar.
They're
going to find him. They catch him with the roar. He's going to get pulled to the side with the drinking buddies into the snowball. There's going to be the bailout here front snaking. Wukong's command has got laid down. Have they got the damage to take these two out? Yeah, corner Wukong's they're falling down low.
Skeeter's doing damage.
Skeeter indeed bringing in the damage alongside Malrine. Double kill for Skeeter. Malrine's able to take out the kills. Sweet and Strong also likely to fall as the Squirrel desperately tries to retreat. The Torrent won't catch him, but the Starstorm, it will. The right click's coming through from Skeeter's final hits as he picks up the triple, and Falcons get the team wipe.
They got baited so hard. Amari just like giving them, he's like, please go on me. Snaking comes in. We've seen him do amazing things on his Tusk, on his Oracle. Save comes in. I think they even use Root on these two heroes as well, so Skeeter just comes in and really just crushes them from above.
There we go. And up to the high ground now with the team wipe into their hands here, Falcons. I believe we're also going to be able to listen in to see what Falcons had to say in the comms during that last bit of action.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack. Axe admits to some confusion. Dire's middle barracks have fallen. Tend to your wounded, or put them out of their misery. Fallen.
Just keep it going the whole time.
Well, there we go. I think he's still going now. He's not stopped since the beginning of the game when he got that kill under the tower with his shrapnel. Malrine.
Step lively now.
He's having a blast there on the sniper.
Yep. I mean, he did also do, what, 3,000 damage or so in that fight, so he is just being able to, ha-ha. 11-1 and 6. Pretty much flawless performance from him, except for that one kill they got on him up top. Yeah, he really did ruin poor Chira Jr.
He did. Chira Jr.'s had a rough one this series, really. I guess the first game being sort of given a position where it's like, hey, take the Wind Ranger mid. We need someone to play it. And then this game, too, having to play a matchup in which Malrine completely dominated him in.
I mean, he had his number, it seems like, the whole series, right? Even in the Bat Rider, yeah, Chira was, like, getting some farm, but he was getting lassoed in every single fight and just getting demolished. So, yeah, Marine bringing it to his counterpart. 16,000 gold lead. Another set of full items coming out for everybody, even Crit starting to get some more scaling, level 15 for him. Now he's starting to do some big damage also. And for 1W, I mean, that kind of was their big fight of a lot of their timing items coming in. That was the Luna BKB and everything that they've been waiting for, but...
Snaking.
Falcon's too strong.
Snake. Cloud
has fallen.
He's got him caught in the shards. Cloud, he's going to go for the raw TPs. Then he didn't put a stop to it. There is the double snipe coming in with the assassinate and the arrow. Not a chance for Cloud. Shot down outside the base. Now Falcons, they can certainly look to start approaching the high ground.
Get all the buffs.
What do 1W do? They're out on the map right now. They're going to have to get back if they want to put a stop to these racks going down.
But these type of, I mean, we've seen these a lot. If you're not immediately wrapping, the teams usually know you're going to go for this type of wrap play. So let's see if Falcons does expect it. Because nobody's shown inside the base, so they're like, are they going to flank on us?
Chira Jr., he's got that BKB, can stand his ground for a little bit. If he gets the Wukong's command out, still it's going to be an overwhelming amount of physical damage coming through.
Look at how much they're flanking around.
If they fight Malrine,
sees them.
That's going to be pretty big if they can start the fight on towards the sniper. They will. They'll drop down the ward. They'll try to get the Wukong's base. Tree is being cut. Chira Jr. tries for the setup, but it gets caught as the tree gets cut down. He'll get the BKB. taken out. They surround Munkushi. Munkushi trying to stand his ground against the four of them, but the damage is too much. Munkushi falls. They'll look over towards Sweden Strong as a missile heads his way to bring down the hood.
And the arrow
connects again. Crit. He just don't miss. As Cloud's been found, they're running out of buybacks. Respect trying to get back into the action here with Sweden Strong, but none of the cores have buyback available.
Well, they got the one. They got Maureen. Problem is, there's a whole lot of heavy hitters on this squad. They get brought down, and they have to use buybacks, and the towers are falling. The final racks.
Falcons
making it look pretty easy
they
this time
certainly
around.
are. Game 1 was pretty one-sided, but Game 2, Falcons, they stepped it up.
Oh, yeah.
And this is sort of the level of win that you expect from this squad.
Getting this sniper mid really did feel like the beginning of that nail in the coffin, and after that first 4 minutes or so, Maureen just put too much pressure.
Dyer's bottom barracks.
That's it.
Have
That's the megas.
Now have mega
Up against
creeps.
the mega creeps, one W. Of course, they'll play on. This is the lower bracket. They lose this, they're going home. 2%.
I mean, Munkushi tells them, push the throne. This is the classic
And that's
EU
true. That's
bait, right?
the strat
Go
used in
end.
pubs.
Go end. We're AFK.
Crapper. Amar, no.
No.
He knows. He's seen this before, the end mid.
But they've got a ward in the base. They see everybody on 1W. They might just jump him anyway.
Here we go. Skeet up. It's straight in. They get the connection on towards Cloud. He's gone. Respect shot down by Maureen. And into the base they go once more. Falcons chasing down Sweden Strong. He's into the trees. The cooldown, it's coming for him though. He gets pushed back by the tidal wave into the cooldown. Tira Jr. is watching Maureen from the trees, but can't really reveal himself. At least maybe he can start cutting some creep waves, but the top's already moving in. They're on towards the throne. As Falcons take the tier 4s onto the ancient 1W. They'll have one more fight over the two of them. Tira Jr. is able to beat him. He does get the Wukong's command off. Munkushi steps up, but Tira Jr. gets struck down by Maureen. Munkushi's out. GG well played is called. Falcons, they'll be moving on in the lower bracket here, taking the series 2-0, knocking 1W out.
Just a tough matchup, really, in particular. You could tell Falcons just a skill level ahead of 1W, really, today. In these lanes, in the draft, and just across the board with the way that they played. Just super confident, super aggressive, and yeah, it's sad. Sad for 1W, of course.